Hey, what's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with a new story. The name of this story is What If Naruto Was the Reincarnation of an Angel? And yeah guys, it is an unscripted story and my own idea. Now before continuing this, you might be wondering why a story today instead of a movie. Well, the thing is that I have to go somewhere out of city today, and yeah, since I am the only one now who knows how to drive, my brother isn't here, so I have to take my family there. I have little to no time, so yeah, without wasting any time, we have to get into this. Don't worry, I'm still waiting for your comments to, ball in, and the only criteria is that you have to stay within Naruto universe without any crossover or whatsoever. Naruto can be born in different village, different harem, different ships, or yeah, different powers as well within Naruto universe. That is all, or even a different Biju. I'm all ears for that. Anyways, moving onwards, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And without any further ado, let's begin with our today's story. Roll the intro. Our story begins in a battlefield between not many nations, but between three people. A family, a mother and her two children, Kaguya Otsutsuki and Homura and Hagoromo Otsutsuki. As now we see, both of the children were able to seal away their mother, as they were panting heavily, and were happy that they were able to seal her away without harming her, keeping the world safe that their mother was hellbent on destroying. God knows why. And that is when they saw that the monster that their mother has created with the sacrifice of humans, the Jubi, rose to life from beneath the surface. As it surfaced, it roared. As with its roar, mountains turned into nothing but dust, as huge shockwaves went out, as both of the brothers were having a hard time just standing up because of the chakra pressure that was present in front of them. As Homura then said, Hagoromo, how are we gonna deal with that thing? Dealing with mother was one thing, but that thing, we don't have enough chakra. We have to try. That is the only way, said Hagoromo, as his eyes were still Mangekyo Sharingan. As he then got up and said, I will put up a barrier. You have to find a way, Homura. Damn it, Nisan. I will try. As Hagoromo then did so, getting up on his feet, slamming his hands together, creating a huge barrier of gates surrounding the huge monster. As with a single roar and swing of its tails, the monster began to tremble the gates, as the trauma and pressure were so much that Hagoromo's eyes morphed into a new form, the Rinnegan, or so he called them. They were purple eyes with rings in them, and Tomos, as his third eye was opened as well, which was red with rings. As suddenly more gates rose from the ground and pushed the Biju back, but the Biju fired a Biju Dama, destroying everything. Hagoromo and Homura were barely able to dodge the said huge attack, but the attack landed on a village nearby, destroying it completely. Oh no. And that is when they decided to do the same thing as they did with their mother, but they were failing badly. That is when Hagoromo had an idea. They were already on the losing verge, but that is when Hagoromo said, what if I became its Jinchuriki, sealing it within me? Are you insane? That thing would kill you. I know. But the only way is that I can consume its chakra and split it in 9 different parts. Or maybe 10. I'll try my best. Alright. You have to try this, said Homura, trusting his brother's word. And after that we see Hagoromo begin to absorb the chakra of the Biju, as the Biju became weaker and weaker and weaker. But at a certain point, when the Biju was so weak, the Biju was now gaining its power back out of nowhere, because Hagoromo was already at its limit. No, Nisan, you have to hold it in, please, or otherwise the world is doomed for. I am trying my best. And that is when we see, from the heavens above, a golden light descended down, as everyone was shocked, even the Biju was, as the light disappeared from right next to them in front of the Biju, calming the Biju down, as the golden light then turned into a human with golden wings, with white kimono, and a staff, the black staff of the sage, as the sage eyes were widened. Who are you? My name is Naruto, said the being in a calm and pleasant and soothing voice, as the Biju, who was a rampaging monster, then turned into nothing more than a calm beast that was now in a sleep-like state. As Naruto then said, "It's alright, Shinju. Those who have harmed you are gone now. You don't need to be mad. The power that they force-fed you, you need to give it to that person. He's a good man. I promise you that he won't harm you any longer. And you will go back to your rest, as usual." As Shinju then willingly gave up the power, as the both brothers were shocked. And after that we see that Shinju turn into a stone by himself. As after that we see the angel landed in front of them. "Greetings, Hagoromo, Homura. You have done a great deed. You have made the ultimate sacrifice of your family to save the land, and Shinju as well." "That thing is called Shinju?" "Well, that is the name of this world, the spirit that lives within it. Its name is Shinju. And that thing is, well, that person there is my best friend. It has been force-fed that foul energy that you call chakra, and as a result, Shinju's domain has been corrupted, and that is why he was pissed. And after being forcefully fed that foul power, he turned into a rampaging beast." So what now? What should we do now with that power? Let me help you with that. I know just the thing. As with the power of Naruto, the chakra that was in excess within Hagoromo then was distributed into 9 different beings. Name them carefully and raise them. They have a consciousness as well, and they can voice their words and thoughts, not something that Shinju could do. "Naruto-sama, what are you, if you don't mind me asking?" "Me? I am an angel. Kamiyami and Shinigami's son, only son and child." As their eyes were widened. "Then why would you interfere?" "I thought that, well, I had to. Shinju is my friend." "What about the punishment?" As the thunder boomed. "Oh, looks like they are mad at me again. Well, I have to leave." "Oh, and Hagoromo, here you go. Take it." Your staff? But I couldn't." "You are now the wise, and it is up to you to lead them to how to use this power to get close." "Really?" "Yes, because the power that is fed to Shinju has not only spread to nature but to humans as well, because they are a part of it as well. And that is why it is up to you, the heir to chakra, to train them and teach them your ways. But please, make sure that they follow the path of peace. I will try my best. That is all I'm going to say. And Homura, please take Shinju away, because he's not safe in this world. As long as he exists here, he will be continued to be used by those who seek power." "How do you?" "I know." As after that, assigning their duties to the brother, Naruto, the angel, left. But Hagoromo and Homura couldn't forget about what he has said. So they begin to teach the tale of how they were able to seal away Kaguya, the rabbit goddess, with the help of an angel named Naruto. As the tale continued down into the shinobi world, and now we go to the future, many hundred years later, or maybe thousands years later, as now we go up into the heavens, where we see it was October 10th, and Kamiyami and Shinigami were having a literal all-out battle, or more like, in a talking sense, in their council chamber, as Naruto was present there as well. "Enough," said Naruto in a calm, soothing tone, trying to be mad. "Son, it is not concerning you, so please stay out of this," said Shinigami. "I know, it is not concerning me, but how could you let this happen? The child of prophecy, he was born dead. How is this possible?" As Kami then said, "The soul, it couldn't bear the burden. We need someone to go there, or otherwise the world is done for." "I will go there," said Naruto after a thought, as the three mothers' eyes widened. "What? No, out of the questions. You have interfered with them long before, and look what it had caused us," said Yami as Naruto looked down, sad. "I know. That is why I am going there, to settle this once and for all. It was me who told Hagoromo to teach them his ways, but I did not thought for a moment. I trusted them that they will find peace and solace with this power, and get close to one another, but instead they used it to wage war. I regret it. But let me do the correction here as well. Please, I beg of you." Kami, please tell him that he is said enough and done enough. We have forgiven him for what he has done, but we are not going to send you down there. I am okay with that. What? Said Yami, quite shocked, as Shinigami then said, so am I. I think it is better punishment for Naruto. And not only that, it will be good because he will be here and we will keep a close eye on him. You both are insane. Naruto, please don't go. I didn't mean what I said Yami. My child, I don't want you to go down there and be corrupted by them like them. I promise you I won't. I won't forget. I will forget about everything here, wouldn't I? But your personality will be intact and will be affected by them. Then I guess I'll have to just try hard. Alright, son, go. As the time was rewind, and Naruto was sent down there within a golden light, as it was engulfed on the 9th October inside Kushina Uzumaki's stomach, giving our new life to the fetus that was about to be born. And so the October 10th came, and the Biju was quite silent. Before the birthing process began, as Kushina went into labor, she was asked by Minato if the Biju was acting up, but to her surprise, she then said, "Everything is fine. If anything, the Biju has been sleeping peacefully. I have visited the mindscape as well, Minato. Something is not right, or something is entirely okay, I guess." And after that, without any hitch, since Minato was paranoid, he called for more guards. The child was born, and no one was able to infiltrate the place as well. And something interesting happened. After Naruto was born, QB made his head out of seal by force, breaking the seal. But as the chakra was leaking, it didn't try to harm anyone. As the chakra had then looked at both of the parents, "I would like you to seal me within this kid." "Why would we do that? And why are you outside of your seal, demon?" "Only for one thing. This kid has a presence that is soothing and calm. I would love to stay with him, and I promise you that I will offer my complete and full support to Konoha in the future." "How can we? You trust me or don't trust me, I swear upon my sage and father and Naruto-sama that what I'm telling is the truth." "Don't swear upon my son's name. Naruto is not the name of your son, but was of the name of Angel who was sent here, who was able to seal the rabbit goddess away. Or have you forgotten already, Kushina?" As Kushina then looked embarrassed because she was being scolded by a demon. "Now, Minato, accept the deal or not. I'm going to be with this child, one way or another." "Fine. We will trust you. You don't need any seal." As after that we see Kyuubi's chakra and soul was transported within Naruto, the yin side, as the yang side remained within Kushina. "How is this possible? I have splitted myself in two parts. One will remain within you because I don't want you to die as well, Kushina. Even though you have mistreated me for so long, the seal is already broken. And now, I am aiming for a fresh start with you, if you would allow me, as friends." "Oh, okay, I guess. We'll see where this goes." This was a weird birth in the history of the shinobi world because, well, they were expecting something big, but nothing big happened. And then it happened, but it was not that big. As after that we see everyone was congratulating in the council chamber when Minato returned with the good news. And that is when Danzo then asked, "Nothing happened out of the unusual then?" "Well, there was this thing," as Minato explained them the whole scenario. And that is when Inoichi then asked a question, "How about I go and visit his mindscape?" And that is when it was decided by the council that they will visit the infant's mindscape. Now Kushina was against it at first, but in the end she allowed it. And she was feeling great amount of anxiety when Naruto was taken from her. As we see as Inoichi went inside Naruto's mindscape. And 2 days passed, and now they were getting worried. And that is when another Yamanaka had to jump in and take him out with completely blindfold on after sensing his chakra. And once asked why he was there for 48 hours or more, he then said, "It was like heaven in there. Your kid's mindscape, the vibrations of his mind and frequency, all that, they're soothing, calming. A person would not want to get out. Now I understand why the Biju is there. It is like heaven inside. Like he's a literal Literal being from above, not from this world. As everyone was shocked. You're over-exaggerating things, Inoichi. Nothing of that sort should be possible at all. After that, Inoichi tried to convince them, but except for Minato and Kushina, nobody believed them. And that is how Naruto's life began in the shinobi world. As now we have a time skip of 10 years. 10 years have passed and Naruto was now seen in the academy, resting peacefully. Right next to him was Sasuke Uchiha and his twin sister, Satsuki Uchiha, as both of them were the best of friends and even considered Naruto to be like one of their siblings, or that is at least what Sasuke considered. As for Satsuki, she just called Naruto her precious wife. That is what she called him because she was an Uchiha elite. They were still arrogant though, as now we see Naruto then said, both of you can sit right next to me quite freely. The bench is quite wide. No, we're happy as we are, said Satsuki. Okay if you say so, Nissan, said Sasuke. Nissan? Well, you and Satsuki are of the same age and I'm younger than her, so yeah, Nissan it is. I guess so, but wouldn't Itachi Nissan get jealous? No, he's, if anything, happy, I guess. Okay, and that is when Iruka came in and began the class. As Naruto, after that, have another time skip of 3 years. As now we see him becoming a genin. In Naruto's academy years, he was a prodigy, and not only that, he helped out other students as well, even those who were above in his grade, like Rock Lee, for instance. He helped him develop his chakra pool to the point that he would now be able to use chakra as well, aside from the 8-gate state. But he still focused on the physical strength more because that was what his sensei focused upon. But he was Naruto's best friend, and Naruto was quite popular within the whole village because of his calm and soothing nature and his bright personality. As now we see, it was the graduation day and Kiba has failed, as Naruto was sad, as he saw Kiba on the swing under the tree in the academy, as his parents were there to congratulate him, as Tazumi was just standing there looking at Kiba with a sad expression. Why won't I go and talk to him? Would that be fine, aunt? Said Naruto, as Tazumi was happy and said, Thanks, honey. Could you go and cheer him up? As Naruto was going there, Mizuki, Naruto noticed, was standing there as well, saying something to Kiba as Kiba's ears were perked up. As Kiba dashed away, leaving Akamaru behind. As Naruto went and picked up Akamaru, what do you think he's up to? As Akamaru barked with a sad sound and whimpered, I think so too, Akamaru. Nothing good at all. Something is off about Mizuki-sensei. I need to inform my father. As Naruto went and informed his dad about Mizuki-sensei and Kiba running off to somewhere. As Minato and Naruto arrived at the office, they saw that Hiruzen was knocked out and the scroll was in the hands of Kiba as he was about to take it away. Naruto dashed and grabbed him. Kiba, no! Why don't you understand? I have to do this, Naruto! Damn it! Why? Why can't I do anything good? What do you mean? What could this would do, Kiba? Sensei told me that this is a way for me to become a genin and the rookie of the year, take your title. What kind of friend even am I? Thinking like this. But I'm sorry, I was blinded, Naruto, said Kiba, breaking down. He was sad and was in full stress because he was caught, and the Hokage was looking at him. Dad, he's innocent. It was Mizuki-sensei who tricked him. Tricked? There is no test, Kiba. There is nothing like this. Tell him, Dad. No, there hasn't been anything like this since the beginning of this village. You were fooled by him, and we have already arrested Mizuki. Turns out he was a spy from Orochimaru, and he was going to take the scroll back to him and frame you. Oh no, what have I done? And that is when Tazumi arrived there and grabbed Kiba by the ear before hugging him close. You idiot! Don't worry, you'll pass, and you'll be the alpha male then. I promise. As Kiba then began to cry, as Akamaru arrived and jumped on top of his head. As Naruto was happy with that. As after that, the next morning came, and Iruka was sad that his friend turned out to be a traitor, but it was what it was. Always expect the unexpected in the shinobi world, they said. As now we see that the team placement happened. as in canon, as Naruto, Sasuke, and Satsuki were seated there. Sakura was also another Genin who failed, though, yeah, so she was kicked out. Be a civilian now. As now we see, both of them again in an empty classroom was sitting close. You know, there's a lot of space. I would be grateful if you would allow me to, have my space, Sasuke-chan. Sasuke? No, both of them said in unison. As Naruto then slammed his head on the table and sighed, as both of them laid in the same exact manner and began to rest. As that is when Kakashi arrived, and whistled. Wow. Looky here, looks like I got a bunch of deadbeat Genin who are, well, lazy. Oh, hey Nissan. I'm not Nissan anymore, Naruto. It's, Sensei. Sorry. As after that, the introductions were done, and their dreams were revealed. This time around, Satsuki acted like a fangirl towards Naruto, but she was more competent than Sakura, so yeah. As after that we see, their D rank missions began since they were working quite good in Kakashi's eyes already, so there was no need for bell test. As they were doing their D rank missions, the final D rank mission came, and Naruto did something that shocked even the Hokage himself, even his father. And that solidified that Naruto really was a being out of this world that was capable of even taming the most wildest of beings. As now we see Naruto grabbing the cat, the demon cat, Tora, who's known for running away and scratching even the Jonin's faces, who was purring in Naruto's arms, arriving inside the Hokage office. As even his father, the Hokage, did a double take. So you were able to catch it? 10 seconds. What? You serious? Yes, new record, Sensei. And I think it's an unbeatable one as well. 10 seconds. Hey, don't be mean to Tora, John. She's nice. As Tora purred as well. As that is when the daimyo's wife came in. And Naruto then said, hold it, please. What is it, kid? Please grab it gently and then stroke it. And if it gets a little bit cranky, then stop because they think that you're doing too much. Cats are like just that, okay? Huh. Thank you. And this is your, job well done. Bonus. Thank you as well. As after that we see all of them were there. As that is when Sasuke said, with all due respect, Hokage-sama. What is it, Sasuke-chan? I think that we need something more. We have done our D-rank missions as well, said Sasuke. What do you think, Kakashi? Well, I think they are ready for their C-rank mission, but they're just fresh outs. Who isn't Teruka? We were as well at one time, but we did our first C-rank at a time, right? I think it is time for them to do so. What do you think, Naruto? Well, I'm up for the challenge, I guess. As after that, the Tazuna was introduced to them. And same thing went as in canon, except Naruto was calm and just laughing at him. As now we see, Tazuna was waiting for them and looked quite worried. On the gates of Konoha, as Naruto was the first one to arrive. Why do you look scared, Tazuna-san? Oh, nothing, kid. You shouldn't be worried about that. If anything, I should be the one who's worried that your peepsqueaks are going to be the ones who are going to protecting me. I guess you're right about that. But we are then again trained and taught to how to act in certain situations which you were not. So I guess since this is a C-rank mission, we'll be able to handle it. Or is this that something you're hiding much more? As Tazuna looked down, sweating. Come on, tell me. I promise I won't tell anyone. It's Gato. Gato? A businessman from Land of Apes? Not a businessman, a tyrant. He has taken over our lands, and not only that, enslaved our people. He has caused more harm than good. He has destroyed our families, houses, and even our village. We are dying because of hunger. This is the only money that I could offer, and it was gathered within 3 years of time span. 3 fucking years it took me to gather this much money, kid. I see. I will go there and deal with this myself. What? What do you mean? As Naruto made a clone, Kurama. As now we see inside Naruto's mindscape, which looked like a heaven. Kurama's eyes open. What is it, Naruto? I need your help, my friend. Always. As instantly Naruto bursted out in chakra, and with a single step he disappeared in a golden yellow flashed lightning. As Tazuna was just stood there shocked. As that is when the team arrived, and they saw that Naruto and Tazuna was waiting there. As Tazuna was shocked. Huh? I thought... You thought what? Nothing. Okay, then let us begin, Sensei. Everyone? Yeah. As... Even though Naruto was there, something was off about him. The three of them thought. Like he was not there. Because they couldn't sense a certain feeling of calmness when he was around. You okay, Naruto? They begin to ask again and again. I'm fine. Why? As the journey continued. As it continued, we see that deep down in the forest, demon brothers were tied up and were put to sleep because of sleeping seals, and a crow was sent back to the village, which Kakashi noticed was a signal to identify that the threat of them has been taken care of. Huh. Naruto, did you send it out your clones? Yes, I kind of did. Something like that. Don't tell me, said Sasuke. You went yourself and left a clone here. Well, I think I got caught, huh? Can't lie to you. Why? Well, there is something that I need to take care of, so I'll be doing this on my own. Naruto, as your Jonin and superior, I am warning you. Come back this instant. Geez, fine, I'm coming back. I'm waiting at the near of Land of Waves, okay? Just right there. As Naruto on the other side left a little bit of more chakra this time around in this clone as the clone with them poofed away. As the real Naruto then was ahead of them inside the Land of Waves, already dealing with Zabuza, Momochi and even Haku. But this time around sending them away with a bit of money and asking for their help as well to take down Gato, after convincing them with his talk no jutsu. And let's just say they were more than happy to agree, and Gato was presented in front of people already. And once they arrived at the Land of Waves inside Tazuna's village, they saw that Gato's execution was being carried out, and Naruto was not present there. As after everything went down, we see that deep within the village was Tazuna's house, where they all went to rest, and Naruto was resting there. As both Sasuke and Sasuke arrived there and literally bolted themselves onto Naruto as Naruto woke up. Oh, that kind of hurts. How dare you do this to your wife? Do you want to be tied down to me? Or do you want me to tie you down to a bed, Naruto-kun? She said as her Sharingan activated. Whoa, calm down, Sasuke-chan. There was something that I need to take care of. And what was that? You know how bad it is, Nissan. If something would have happened to you, I would literally rip them to shreds, said Sasuke as his Sharingan was active now. As Kakashi was literally shaking because these two were sociopath. Kids? What? Said both of them. Nothing, you can rest. But I was resting, Sensei. Can we have our own room? No, we're sleeping here on this bed. It's more than enough. As the three of them rested there, as more like two of them did, Naruto wasn't. As Naruto heard a laughing sound. What's so funny, Kurama? Come to my landscape. You can rest here, kid. As Naruto rolled his eyes and arrived there. What is it, Kurama? Well, the other Bijus wants to talk to you. Oh, it's been a long time since I talked to everyone. As Naruto was then called to a mindscape. As he saw that, in the sage summoning place, each and every Biju was present. Hello, everyone. How have you been? We have been fine, Naruto. How have you been? Good. Kurama said he wanted to talk about something. Today we want you to meet our Jinchurikis. They have been wondering that where we would wander off. And their Kages are getting suspicious, so yeah. I'm sorry, but this needed to be done. As the other Jinchurikis then were suddenly called in front of them, as they all witnessed Naruto. Hello everyone. It's nice to meet my fellow Jinchurikis from all around the elemental nations. Naruto said with a smile, as everyone then smiled and said, nice to meet you as well, Naruto. As B then said, damn, you fool, you got some swag. You know what I mean? Why don't you rap? As suddenly he was bonked on the head by a girl who was standing there. I'm sorry about my sensei. He has a tendency of, expressing his way with different sorts of words that are kind of, as he would say, whack. Yo, don't hurt my feelings, you fool. I can rap, smack, and talk while you look all clapped. As Matatabe gave power to Yusto there, and literally Yusto grew claws and began to attack B. As B's Biju, Gyuki then said, stupid B. Don't be sad, Gyuki. I don't think that he's that bad. You don't have to stay with him for 24/7, Naruto. You don't know how it feels. Well, I guess you gotta just try to understand him then. Ugh, I'll try. Well, it was nice meeting you, I guess. Feeling a kind of kinship and all. I hope we can talk like this more, said Naruto, as all of them agreed. Since we are all Jinchurikis and have been through our own struggles and all, I guess it is finally nice to have a family of our own, if I might dare so, said Four Tails beat Jinchuriki, as Naruto agreed. It is kind of a potato family to me. To be honest, with all due respect, I never went through a hardship, but I can't even imagine what you all went through, because I have heard that Jinchurikis are not liked in the village. So I'm not gonna rub in your wounds and say anything offensive, but I'm all ears if you want to talk, I guess. Thank you, Naruto. As after that they begin to talk and chat, and that is when Naruto didn't realize the morning came. As after that, within a week the bridge was completed and the Land of Wave was grateful to Naruto and the Team 7 that arrived there. After they returned, they met with the Chunins that were coming from different villages, and that is when Naruto met with one of them, Gaara, who arrived in front of them in a sandstorm. Naruto, my friend, said Gaara with a smile, as both of his siblings were shocked. Their brother was a sociopath, and he was in a calm tone and was saying this. How have you been, Gaara? And how's Shikaku? And instantly they froze after they heard this. He's been good to me now. He allows me to sleep and rest now. But the villagers won't. Oh, I see. As both of the siblings were shocked. Well, I will teach you a jutsu in which you can harden your sand to defend against anything like a barrier, and you can sleep peacefully. Really? Yeah. What are friends for, right? Thank you, my friend. As after that, he then said, but I'm going to go all out in this Chunin exams. So I'm expecting you to be as well, Naruto. Of course. Let's have a fair competition. Of course. As after that we see, after Naruto went away, Gaara's smile faded as he then said, if you say anything about him, we, said Shikaku as he took over Gaara, as a single eye of him morphed into the Bijus, will personally crush your every bone in a sand coffin, said Gaara in a demonic voice, as both of the siblings were not close to dying out because of the heart attack and the anxiety they were feeling. Gaara was a sociopath. He wasn't supposed to act like this, and yet he was. As after that, the Chunin exam began, and that is when Gaara realized their plan and explained everything to Naruto. And after that, Naruto explained everything to Hokage, and they were already aware that it was Orochimaru behind this, since, well, Jiraiya came back to meet his godson, and the Toads were more than pleased to meet him as well. But that was not all. A big secret was about to be revealed. The staff of the sage that was given to the Toads to keep it as a keepsake began to glow when Naruto was called to the Mount Miyaboku to meet with the elder Toad Sage to confirm that he was a child of prophecy or not. And in front of everyone, even Gamamaru, the staff flew and was now inside at Naruto's hand, as the staff began to glow and turned completely pitch black once more. As Hagoromo and every Toad eyes were widened before they smiled. It seems that the staff has gone back to its owner. Welcome to our world, Naruto-sama. Naruto-sama? Said Jiraiya. Jiraiya boy, the angel! As that is when Jiraiya realized. And Naruto's true form was revealed, even to him. What? As Naruto was shocked to see that he was wearing the white yukata, and had golden wings behind his back. His hair was glowing as well, and his eyes were now much more blue and purer. As he looked at everyone as shocked. As Gamamaru then said, we greet you. It seems that you have sealed away your memories. No worries, we won't ask Kamiyami Shinigami to open them. But you must know, Naruto-sama, Akatsuki, a great threat, is looming over, and they are targeting your friend Shinju. Shinju? As instantly earth crumbled when Naruto said these words. And even Kurama was shocked. I knew it. And after that we see Kurama himself alongside with Naruto in this state called for a, Biju meeting, as the other Jinchurikis were there, and once the truth was revealed to them, as Naruto was in a trance-like state, saying Shinju and Shinju again, they realized something. That Shinju was Naruto's friend, and he was remembering something about him. As that is when we see Naruto, within a month, came back to his normal self. As It was about time. The final parts of the Chunin exams were about to begin as well, as Naruto then said, "We have to go back. Shinju is in need of my help as well. He's in trouble in Amegakure. What about the Chunin exams, Naruto? I have to go back to the village. Something is going on there," said Naruto, as Naruto teleported there after tapping the staff. As after he arrived, the whole battlefield went silent, because this was the image that they have witnessed and have read by the sage, as Hiruzen, who was fighting with Orochimaru, said, "No, Naruto-sama, the angel?" As Naruto then arrived in front of the seal and literally with just a tap of his finger cracked it as he was standing in front of Orochimaru, as his staff was pointed towards him. Purify. As nothing else happened and Orochimaru was removed from this world. As after that we see Naruto flew in the air and then warned, "People of Sunagakure, Gaara and Shikaku are my friends, and because of that I'm allowing you to leave peacefully. I want you to live peacefully with the rest of the elemental nations. This is my one and only fair warning, as the child of Kami, Yami and Shinigami. Otherwise you have been warned. This world will be damned if you still consider using your power to assert dominance. All of you are equal." As after that, Naruto disappeared and arrived at the top of Amegakure. That is when the Akatsuki arrived outside, knowing fully well, because Nagata knew because of the Rinnegan. And the Shinju statue began to crack and move on its own towards Naruto. As Naruto then patted Shinju on the head. "I know, my friend. They hurted you a lot. Please, this time, let me be your savior. Allow me to become your Jinchuriki, Shinju." As Shinju then roared at everyone other, and then Naruto said, "Don't look at them. They won't harm you, I promise. As long as you're with me, we'll stay together and you'll be safe, my friend." As Shinju agreed in the end, and Naruto became Nageromazo, or Shinju's husk, Jinchuriki. As Naruto then went down towards the other people and stood in front of Zetsu. "You know that what Kaguya did was bad, right? You are the souls that are corrupted by them, by Kaguya and that vile power that you call chakra. Purify." And instantly Zetsu completely turned white with black eyes, and its hair completely turned black as well instead of green. "Thank you for freeing us." As everyone was shocked, for many thousands of years we have been trapped in this state by her, the rabbit goddess, the fake goddess. Thank you for freeing us, Naruto-sama. We will forever be your will and servant. Then spread peace. You, as an organization, should spread peace, and you will stop worshipping Jashin, who was waging war against Kamiyami and Shinigami. I will. As Naruto freed him from Jashin's curse as well. No more Jashinists exist, and no more sacrifices. You are all now my guardians who will be doing my bidding and protecting. Akatsuki will live up to its name, the New Dawn. But this time, in a different and calming way. Hi, Naruto-sama. You all have my blessing. As after that, Naruto blessed them and left. Naruto after that have a Kage summit and announced to all Kages about his thoughts at meeting, and everyone, even begrudgingly, Oniki had to agree that what they have done was nothing more than massacre. And Naruto was right. Not this kid Naruto, Minato's son, but Naruto who was from above, who was speaking through him. And after everything was done, Naruto returned back to his normal self, but his wings were still intact and there, like a Kekkei. Naruto, in the end, proposed to Satsuki, who was sad that Naruto might go back to heaven now, but Naruto remained there. If anything was corrupted inside of him, it was love that was developing for her, because of her clinginess, I guess, and how she was growing up to be more beautiful than ever. And in the end, they ended up marrying, as Sasuke was happy that his Nisan and Neichan ended up getting married, the people that he considered to be his brother and sister. As for Mikoto and Kushina, they couldn't ask for anything more happier than that. And as for Fugaku and Minato, both of them were happy. Konoha was, let's just say, blessed after that. And as for Danzo, he stopped his wild tricks and even freed all of his roots after seeing a miracle like this, and became a jolly and happy person. And the whole world was finally at peace, all thanks to the child, the first angel of the Kami, Yami and Shinigami. As the three mothers were proud of their son, as they were shedding tears as well, missing their son, who was only focusing on them while being here and also doing his duty, who was now spreading love everywhere. But then again, they wanted to be grandmothers as well, so they were happy like this and blessed Namikaze Uzumaki family, because they were now the ones who were going to be the protectors and saviors. As this is where I'm going to be leaving this story off, guys. I hope you like this one, and if you do, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. As this is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing off for the day. Peace.